Welcome to AfriFreedomChannel, your trusted voice on African politics, justice, and the ongoing struggle for true freedom. If you're new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Disclaimer. This video is intended for educational and informational purposes only. The economic freedom fighters, the EFF, once again remind us that in politics, memory is short but records remain permanent. Julius Malema recently stated that the EFF stood with David Mabuza when it was not fashionable to do so.
Why are we being told here that DD can't be president of South Africa, that we must go to elections because we must avoid DD? DD is our deputy president as we speak. Are we saying that the office of the deputy president is useless to a point that it can be occupied by this man that you are also scared of today? It's not true. You are not scared of DD. The reality is that DD is not captured by the Oppenheimers and the Ruperts and all of them. And because they don't have the thinking thought of DD Mabuza, they project him as a criminal. I've said it here many times, that we were told DD is a murderer. We were told DD is corrupt. None of those allegations were ever proven by anyone, not even prima facie evidence produced against DD. You are saying we must be scared of a man there's no evidence against, and cherish a man who has committed crime and we've got overwhelming evidence. This hypocrisy, it will not be sustainable under this democratic dispensation. So the fear-mongering, the scaremongering that we're having around DD, it is because the establishment has got no total control over DD. That's what we're suffering from. If DD is a murderer, why did your clean president appoint a murderer as a deputy? Because your president is a clean president, Ramaphosa. Why did he appoint a murderer as a deputy? If your president is so clean and he has won election on an anti-corruption ticket, why did he appoint DD as a deputy president if DD is corrupt? If DD is all these things that you are telling us, why did your clean president appoint him? There's nothing wrong with DD. And as a result, just be ready. Tighten your seat belt. It's unavoidable. We are likely to eat beetroots Christmas Day with DD as a president. As you are having your 7 colors, DD will be delivering a Christmas message. So this scaremongering will not work, because there are no facts, none whatsoever, against DD. We must not be gullible all the time. When the Oppenheimers and the Ruperts speak, we must all be chasing after them. No. They just paint a man like that and leave him with a dark cloud. The man said, listen to the man of integrity. Listen to the man of integrity. DD said to the ANC, NEC, if I'm corrupt, if I'm a murderer, do not appoint me as deputy president. I don't want to be sworn in as a member of parliament. If you remember, SG, it took time for DD to be sworn in as a member of parliament. He refused. He said, he even went to the ethics committee of the ANC and said, charge me. What have I done? Only a man of integrity, a man of ethical leadership will do that. DD refused to be sworn in. DD refused to be a deputy president and said, if I am all what you are saying I am, let me stay at Lituli House. Why did they insist on appointing him? Where was Gwede, the clean Gwede, to stop DD from being sworn in? Where was Makhoba? Where was South African Council of Churches? Where were all these so clean people? When Cyril insisted on DD to be sworn in, why didn't they say, Cyril, our clean guy, do not appoint this guy? Why? The fact that DD is a deputy president of this country, it means he meets all the requirements to be the president. And nothing will stop him from being the president except the ANC itself.
This isn't just a political flex, it's a message about loyalty, strategy, and political foresight. Why does this matter now? Because as coalitions form and alliances shift in South Africa's new political reality, the EFF is signaling that it has always operated with principle, not just opportunism. But here's the question, in a political landscape defined by betrayal and shifting loyalties, can South Africans still trust any political formation to put the people first? Or are all players simply moving pieces for power? And while these political chess moves play out in the cities, in the rural heartlands of Nigeria, blood is being spilled without justice. The Ogoni people, tired of burying their loved ones, confronted Nigeria's Inspector General of Police over the continued killings by suspected Fulani herdsmen.
What happened to people? Why can't you arrest those that are killing our people? Why is it that ever since Ogoni has been killed, nobody, police have not made any arrests? There have been no arrests, nobody has been arrested. We should go on dialogue with our killers, and we should go engage our killers. Why the people that killed us are living peacefully? And you know to go and engage. Sir, at this point, you are not being realistic.
Yes, I won't say more than that. I will deliver their message to the Commissioner of Police. But my issue want to chip in 1 or 2 words too.
A call for justice and protection of Ogoni land. We, the concerned citizens of Ogoni land, are compelled to raise our voice against the growing wave of violence and insecurity perpetrated by Fulani herdsmen within our communities. The recent attack in Yokuru, Ebubu, Sogo, Weke, which have resulted in the tragic loss of our innocent lives, have pushed our collective patience to its limits. This act of aggression is unacceptable, or are unacceptable. We have endured enough. Immediately, we demand the immediate, unconditional departure of our Fulani herdsmen from Ogoni land. Yes, that continual presence pose a grave threat to the peace and security of our people. Yeah. Should this be ignored? Repeat. Should this be ignored? No. And I repeat again. Should this be ignored? No. We will be left with no choice. We will be left with no option but to defend ourselves. Yes. It will be clearly stated. Any further attack on the lands of the Ogoni people will no longer be reported to the Nigerian police and the security agencies. Yes. The people of Ogoni will resort to self-help and self-defense. Yes.
It's not like the CP is avoiding you. He feels your pains. You understand? But the issue is that CP has been making frantic effort to make sure that all these problems are nipped on the bud. One, there are these herdsmen, farmers, and stakeholders town hall meeting going on in Okehi, Andoni, Axis, and so many other local governments. They are going around local government by local government. And they do this in conjunction with various sole administrators of those particular LGAs. So these are steps CP has taken in resolving some of these crises. Perhaps they might not have reached around the Ogoni axis. But if not for the fact that the area commander is now on leave, Area Commander Bori, maybe you people wouldn't have been here. He would have addressed this issue. And we are making all effort to ensure that we arrest these perpetrators. Today, there is operation going in at Agbonchia Forest. As I am talking to you, this operation is still against the killers in Rivers.
Their cries are not new. Their lands have long been stained with the blood of innocents while Abuja remains silent. Despite years of state promises and televised condemnations, no arrests. No accountability. Just funerals. How can a country claim unity and progress when entire communities feel abandoned? What does it say about a state that can deploy police for protests, but not for massacres? This confrontation was more than a protest. It was a desperate appeal. A call from a people on the brink of erasure. And it speaks to a larger African tragedy, the normalization of rural death and the silence of elite power structures. When do these forgotten communities stop being headlines and start being humans again? Is there justice in a country where some lives simply don't count? From South Africa's calculated alliances to Nigeria's blood-soaked silence, the continent stands at a crossroads. Leadership is either being weaponized or abandoned altogether. But the people, the people, still hold the power to demand truth, demand accountability, and demand change. So, we ask you, our viewers. Should political loyalty be rewarded even when it fails the people? And what will it take to make African governments protect their citizens instead of protect their power? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. Thank you for watching. Stay engaged. Stay informed. And always remember, the future belongs to those who refuse to be silent.